There are times when it feels like others quietly hope for your downfall. They may doubt your success and even hope circumstances work against you. Yet despite their expectations, you continue to move forward. What they did not understand is that resilience creates its own protection. Every challenge strengthens your awareness. Every obstacle sharpens your determination. Instead of losing everything, you became more prepared for what lies ahead. There were people that became so bitter after you walked away that they actually wished to see you lose everything. Not because you harmed them and not because you betrayed them, but simply because you refused to tolerate their mistreatment any longer. You had endured enough. You saw their lies. You saw the betrayal. You saw the lack of loyalty that had quietly existed beneath the surface for a long time. And when you finally chose to step away, their pride could not accept it. Instead of reflecting on their behavior, they chose resentment. They tried damaging your reputation. They spread stories meant to isolate you from others. They told people that you could not be trusted, when in truth, they were only projecting their own behavior onto you. And for a time, some people believed them. Words can travel quickly when they are spoken with confidence, even if they are untrue. But time has a way of exposing the difference between performance and authenticity. Because every day you continue to show up as the same person you always were. You didn't act. You did not pretend. You simply lived with honesty, consistency, and faith. And eventually people began to see the truth for themselves. The mask fell away and the bitterness behind those accusations became visible. And the very narrative meant to destroy you began to unravel on its own. As it is written in Psalm chapter 37 verse 6, He shall bring forth your righteousness as the light and your justice as the noonday. Truth does not need constant defense. When God reveals it, it shines clearly for all to see. Meanwhile, your life continues to move forward. The stability they hoped would disappear began to return. The peace they tried to disturb grew stronger. And the future they once mocked began to take shape right before their very eyes. Now they are left with the consequences of their own choices. Because when a person attempts to destroy someone who never wished them harm, they eventually find themselves facing the weight of their own actions. And the greatest irony is the very person they tried to bring down is now the one rising higher than they ever expected. I'd like to end this message with a parable. A man once tried to block the sunlight from reaching his neighbor's garden. Every morning he placed large boards along the fence, hoping the plants next door would wither away without the light. And for a while, the garden grew slowly. But as the seasons passed and the sun shifted higher in the sky, soon the light poured over the fence from above, reaching every plant in the garden. The man stood as the garden flourished, realizing that no matter how he arranged the boards, he could never control the sun. The lesson: people may try to block your progress through lies, manipulation, or resentment. But when your life is guided by truth and faith, their efforts can only delay what was always meant to reach you. Because what God chooses to shine His light on can never permanently be hidden. And that's it for this message. I'd like to thank everybody who made it to the end of the video. I'm truly honored by your support. If this message resonated with you at all, please consider dropping a comment, giving me some feedback, hitting the like button, and subscribing. It's been ChrisAnesti, and until next time, take care and have a good one.